Hello and welcome. I seem to be all about cherry blossoms this year. I have been working in my cherry blossom altered book journal, and when I found this Lollapalooza of a cherry blossom in my flowers book, well, that was it for Carol. So, I'm going to have cherry blossom and some of this handmade black and gold paper, and I know that it's handmade because it's almost impossible to tear. So 3 pieces of collage on that page, and then 1 more piece of that on the other page to carry it out, because I like to try to work in 3s, and I've been saving this girl for quite a while, and she just seemed to call for this spread. What I'm going to do now, and she's rather thin magazine paper, so certainly I will be using glue stick on all of these pieces, but particularly for this one. Now, I'm going to try to make this color, and it's a tan with a little bit of green in it, and I do enjoy trying to match colors. So I've gotten into my Ceramcoat Spice Tan, Stone Wedge Green, and a little bit of charcoal, but definitely I'm going to start out trying these 2 colors to see if I can get into the ballpark up here, and then I'm going to work on the backgrounds. I have done a cheat, if you can see that, in pencil. I have done a bit of a cheat on this side so that I will know where my collage bit goes, so that I can paint around these areas and not bother wasting the paint behind the collage. Now, if you remember this Florals journal, all of the pages on the left side are unprinted, and so I did not gesso them. So this is just that nice, heavy quality, shiny magazine paper. All right, let's go. See if we can do this. Now, I'll need a good bit of paint. It's incredible the way some of the colors just seem to be so much thicker than others. I have no idea why. Probably the nature of the pigments. And let's have a little of this green. And I'm going to move this over, and move this over so that you can see the process a little bit better. See, now when you look at it from this angle, it looks less beige and more green. Fascinating what colors will do when influenced by light. This needs to be lightened a little bit. Yes, it does. Now, I'm going to try a little antique white because it is an off-white shade. Let's have some right there. See what happens. These might be in the ballpark, but I think some more antique white. Nope, I've lost a little of the green. Alrighty, now I'm going to give this a try. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I'm not interested in it being flat. I'd like to see brush marks up here, which I seem to be achieving quite nicely. Working. That one we'll call mission accomplished. Now I'm going to turn the book upside down. Going to get the paint on this page and dry it, and I'll be back. Now I'm going to be trying very hard to variegate this area on the girl side of the stencil, so I've used some of the antique white and the charcoal that I had used when I mixed the background color, and I'm going to see if I can't just pull some of that dark down. And across. Just to over here. And let's see. Want to see is whether or not the lightness fold it in up at the top. Let's get closer. Yes, it did. And now, the other side, and then this is going to have to get a good dry. On this other side, I'm going to use a larger, bolder pattern. Let's go back up to this lighter color and put some of it up here at the top. Well, you certainly didn't see that. I'm glad that I looked up. Okay. Now, how to match these puppies? This is here. Oh, maybe not. No, can't be that side, Carol. Let's not be too silly. Yes. So. Alrighty, I'm going to finish stenciling some of this darker shade over here and dry it, and I'll be back. Oh, and I'm probably going to definitely put on the some of the pieces of collage, because I know you've seen people do that a jillion times, and I don't need to be taking up your time with that. All right, here we go. The last bit. I know that this works, so I'm just going to give it a good tug while I have a chance and get this stem set down. I usually don't work it this way, but well, I can breathe again. I can breathe again. Now, Alrighty, I think that I'd best look at it this way. For some reason, that makes it more real. Yes. Now I need something. Not too much, but that slipped over more than I wanted, and for some reason I guess I love my cherry blossom so much that I'm going to doctor this a little bit. And for this one, I'll have to do some white. Just a drop. And maybe just the tiniest bit of this pale, pale gray. And a little of that. Yes, let's try. All right, where are you hiding? Thought you were going to get away with it. No, 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 brush. Here we go. Have a little bit of pure white. This one with the slightest touch of gray. And this side with a little bit of pink. We'll see. This gray in here. And yes, I can see you shaking your heads and saying, okay, Carol, OCD, have we? Well, I try to be good most times, but when it comes to my cherry blossoms, I guess I just don't push it off too easily. Whoops. go. I think that can stand a little bit more. A little bit more pink. Now I'm about to do something that would probably guarantee that you'll know that I'm certifiable. Okay, now you know. There we go. Okay, I'm banishing my secrets. I actually am thinking gold. I'm thinking gold here somehow. A gold statement. Joe Sonia, here I come. Alrighty, I'll be back. Well, here's my Joe Sonia at work. Great reveal. And how did this do? Yes. It balanced this side without being too overwhelming, because after all, I am all about my cherry blossoms. And so I am going now to take some time to edge this paper in my usual black soot and have a think. It's time. There isn't too terribly much left that I feel like I want to do to this page, so I'll be back when I have thought it through, or my muse has told me what's going to happen next. I'm banishing some of the torn edges by using this Aquarelle Stabilo number 8008. very lightly, and then rubbing the pencil about. And I'm very happy when it comes down on the background. It's a simple solution, and I use it over here to pop the white forward from the background. Put on a thickish coat of, and then just rub the background out a bit. Now, I'm going to use my Pilot G2 to bring this flower center to the forward a little bit. Excuse me. Just lightly suggest a little bit more on the flower center. And a little strength around the points on the outside. And now I'm going to just so lightly, even though using this heavy pen, I'm just going to lightly suggest the lines here. I think my micro just here, because I think I've lost a little bit of the outline of her pretty face. Be careful, Carol, do not smudge the center of the flower. Because that will be wet until this gel dries. Alrighty, now just the tiniest bit on her lips. curl that up a little, it'll make her smile. Right now, let's see where we are now. I'm wondering if some of this micro might do well over here. I do believe that's supposed to be characters. See if I can pull that in tightly. All right, I'm going to work on this. And let's see if it's worth the energy. Oh, yes, it is. I'll be back. Well, I do believe that my cherry blossom is complete. I'm feeling happy with it. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of collage and a huge Jo Sonja gold flower, a little play here and there, and this has been my morning's fun. If you have enjoyed sharing the visit, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would certainly appreciate your subscribing to my channel. I was saving that piece of collage for quite a while, and I'm glad that I did it because she's quite lovely, and it was fun adding some oomph to these characters. And there's the Jo Sonja chrysanthemum. And cherry blossoms. Aren't they absolutely magnificent? My variegated background with just a little bit of the micro pen to pick out some of them. And the use of that soft pencil and my finger to rub out the lead has made a nice lightish background to help that white on the cherry blossom stand forward a little bit from that background. By now, I hope you'll join me soon. Goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do when my last 1 or 2 tubes of Joe Sonia runs out. It is such a lovely color. I think I've been using that for 25 years. It always comes through for me. Bye.